Another wonderful day, another fine day, and we get together and have conversations. We get together and we talk. We get together and we talk to people, talk with people who are actually making things happening in our community. Yeah, today we're supposed to talk with someone I have so much love and respect for. My brother Steve Fokam, one of the biggest artists we'll get on for community. He's an MC. Beside him being an MC, he's a community builder. He's that one person who is so big, is so huge, is so successful, is so influential, is everything. Yet they are very humble, they are very down to earth, they are very always looking for ways to support one another, looking for ways to raise people, looking for ways to, okay, how can I be part of this project so I can help this person succeed? Um, he had a busy schedule, by the way. So we were just trying to squeeze everything to make this happen. Last night he was with Kosi at Kosi event, the wonderful event with Kosi Begeta. And then today because of for Booyah for this gospel event, we will do some six hours project. Man, I don't even know how they do. However, we would start the show if he join, he could join. If you know if he join, we'll do it if we do. But then we'll schedule and then we'll do the show. Innocent, welcome on Toridey.
Thank you very much. Happy Sunday, everyone. We are here again to talk our community talk as we always do every Sunday. And today, we like my brother said, we're gonna have a wonderful guest, and Steve. Hopefully, we have a little bit of opening to join us. If not, like I said, we're gonna reschedule him. But like we always count on you to comment, to like, to share, and subscribe. And today we're gonna be talking about mostly about the concert, the big concert Kosi had
By the way,
last
before
night.
we go to that Kosi concert, more talk first about your segment. Disons
Oh,
la vérité,
yeah,
which started a few weeks ago, but then
yeah.
there was a halt.
Mhm.
However, continuation was the other day and then today.
Mhm.
How do you feel about that segment, by the way?
I mean, we are trying to impact as many as possible, and this segment is for me is relevant because it's a French-speaking segment. It's a French-speaking segment, and we have a lot of French-speaking people in the community that sometimes when they look at Toridey, they be like, it's always just English, English, English. But we want to try open this window for all French-speaking around to fit in and to come together so we can build the community.
Yeah, we talk a lot about building the community, and when we talk about building the community, we are not just talking the Anglophone community.
It's every
You see,
community.
because we're not just talking me. I'm an Orocco guy. We're not just talking Orocco. We're talking Orocco. We're talking Anglophone. We're talking Cameroon. We are talking Africa, and we're talking the world. The goal of what we do is to impact the world.
Yeah.
But we need to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
So it was only important. It was only normal. Especially somebody like me. I grew up in Cameroon. I've spent time in at least 9 regions in Cameroon.
Yeah.
So how do you think? Now I know most of my friends, my francophone friends, they try to they try to understand English. You understand? But it will not be fair for me because they understand English. That I do everything I do in English.
No.
I at least have to sacrifice not only for them also, but for some of their family and friends also.
And that's what I'm saying. This is the relevance of this show, Disons la vérité, because we're going to be touching these people that are French speaking, and maybe sometimes some even want to intervene whenever we are doing our shows, but they say like, man, it's English. I cannot really speak because I am French speaking. I'm gonna mix my words.
People
do
laugh
some
at
mistake.
me.
People laugh at me. So sometimes they don't just intervene. But this section is going to be opening to them. It's going to be open for them to come in, to chip in, to comment. Maybe sometimes to even come on the live and give their own opinion. You know, like you say, it's not just a one-sided community. We want to build a community as a whole, and whatever be the background from which we are coming from, we just want to be together. And if you speak English, we are with you. You can find your way in. If you speak French, you can find your way in. So we're gonna keep growing like that. Maybe sometimes along the way, who knows? Maybe it's Spanish.
Definitely.
Who knows?
It's and I'm looking before the end of this year. We will start having Spanish guests.
Yeah.
Not only have Spanish guests, we'll also have Spanish segment on here. I had a conversation with Kosi the other time, and that guy's mindset blew me out. Yeah, his mindset was something else. You sit with somebody for 2-3 hours, and they are this super talented, they are this famous, they are this huge. But they are not even talking about themselves all the time. They're only talking about our community, only talking about people, only talking about what we need to be doing as a community to get to where we want to be. I think I was like, okay, I think this is just him reminding me that, hey, Gamfe, let's continue to push. It's going to happen. And you look at what happened yesterday with the show.
The show was,
you understand? It was just crazy.
It was big success. It was a big success. So yeah, that's how we are. That's what we are looking at, so that we don't just want we want to have as many Kosis as possible. We want to have as many big hits as possible. That's why we want to come together. No matter be your background, we come together. You find your own. You'll find your own chair in the community and sit, and then we move up together. That's the goal. That's the goal. I'm talking about the concert of Kosi. Was something very big, huge success. Everything. This is the first time people are gathering in this kind of close environment with a lot of people around, and you don't hear anything, any incident, security-wise, any incident, organizational-wise. So everything was on point. So, most people will just be like, oh yeah, the artists will put it on a very great show, but they forget about the organization, they forget about the security, they forget about the sound system, the sound check, the video, the lighting, everything was on point. And now those artists that came to celebrate with Kosi his 10th anniversary, it was just wow. Everybody just put in something over there. They were just coming.
And that's the thing about Kosi. Kosi is more of a perfectionist. Kosi is one of those artists who is developing themselves every now and then. One of those artists who read. One of those artists who, if they feel like somebody has something that I don't have, they go and meet them and ask them, hey, what is it you know? I feel like you know this thing that I don't know. Can you teach me? One of those persons who, if they're supposed to serve, they will serve. But most importantly, one other thing I like about him is the fact that he's not only about himself. You look at the show yesterday.
He brought
it was just use everyone.
Let me tell you, I was even shocked to see the guy Genie Solo. Nobody knows about him. But Kosi gave him the platform to express himself, to play his guitar and show what he can, show what he
Super
does.
Talented. You want to talk to them a little bit about Genie Solo?
Genie Solo is a guy, I think he's from Mungo, from the Mungo. He plays guitar, and he was first known with this guy Robinson Pifo, that brought him in with that Prince Aimé beef that was going on. I mean, it was some kind of burst, saying that he was originally the writer of the song Vivian. And then the thing went on like that, and he put out a song that was well appreciated by the public, and now with this platform Kosi has given him, is even going to grow more. And this is what we've been talking. Let's grow together. Let's give hands to one another, and then we go up together. And I was really pleased to see him on this scene, because you see the names. You had Inos B from DRC Congo. You have Santrinos. You have Fanico from Benin. You had this guy from Ivory Coast.
The one he did a song with.
Yeah. Kai's Bloom, from Africa. So you see, those are people that have already made it.
Can you mention Stanley Eno before people kill
Yeah. I'm coming. That's the King Kong. That's the King Kong. So with the King Kong, that with the performance of King Kong, Stanley Eno and Kosi on the hand pair song was something mind blowing on this on the performance. So seeing an artist like Genie Solo that is just from nowhere being in this kind of environment, for me is really inspiring, and I give a shout out to Kosi for putting that out.
By the way, Genie Solo, I think they are blind.
Yeah, he's blind.
I think they have, that was how they got to meet Prince Aimé, because all of them were in Boya. There's this Bulu Blind Center, I think it should be Bulu Blind Center. That was where he actually taught Prince Aimé how to play the instrument and stuff. So during the time when they were playing the instrument, maybe that was when he sang the Vivian, tu m'as fait comme ça. However, it seems like Prince Aimé took the melodies and developed. I will not blame Prince Aimé. This is two blind pure persons
trying to get
maybe when Prince Aimé decided to write a song or do music, he just felt like there was this melody in my head. not knowing that somebody had actually introduced that melody to you.
Yeah.
The controversy was huge. I'm not sure Kosi brought him out because of the controversy.
No.
Kosi brought him out because there are some persons who deserve certain things, yet we don't want to give them.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I've not seen Prince Eme appreciate this guy anyway, even if you did not steal his song. You understand? But at least you had that time to learn how to play the instrument, the guitar from him and things like that.
Yeah.
So you can at least appreciate him for that.
Yeah,
when you go on your international tours, when you go on big platforms. But for some reason, maybe he's just bitter about the fact that the guy came out to say, hey, that was actually my song.
Yeah.
And so many people, it's not just about him saying it. So many people said they knew that song. Even when they first of all heard the song on radio, they were like, oh, but I have first of all heard this song from Jenny Solo. Maybe he sold it to Prince Eme.
So yeah, it was something that was going on. But I'm just being the job Kosi did yesterday was something mesmerizing. So shout out to him and all those artists coming, everybody that showed up. I mean, I think every those people from the media, from the stardom world in Cameroon, everybody was down there. So it shows how huge he was, and it shows how Kosi can unite people around the coast.
And let me tell you something. The one thing people still don't even understand is any person who plays that role of a uniter. I don't know if there's that word uniter.
Yeah, we take it.
Guess what? You are actually helping our community. But let me just say here, you're helping yourself the more. You understand?
Yeah.
When I started Toridey, it was more about the community. It was more about helping my people.
Yeah.
Until I realized that elevating my people was actually elevating me
as well. Yeah.
You understand? The type of people who call me nowadays, the type of people who want to sit with me, the type of people who call me to ask my opinion on certain things, the type of people who feel like, hey, your opinion counts. I'm like, wow. But all I wanted to do was just do something, create a platform where my people from my community can come
and talk.
And we have conversations and we talk about these things and we talk about other things and we talk about almost everything.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why we are expanding the platform. It cannot be just about pidgin. It cannot be just about English. It cannot be just about only English and French. Someday we'll get to Spanish. Someday we'll get to other communities.
Yeah, I mean,
and our community will benefit.
We can even bring country talk, my brother.
Yeah.
We want everybody to be part of this. We want everybody to be part of it. You can even bring from country talk.
Yeah, you saying that maybe I should just put this out there. If you know anyone who is wanting to have a segment, who is wanting to have a show, especially if they're around Dallas, especially if they're around America, you understand? If one of your dream was to have a talk show, was to have a segment, was to have anything to do with cameras and videography and media work, just let me know. Let them reach out to me, inbox, let them reach out to me. My phone number is on the screen, let them reach out to me. And we can plan something, we can make something happen for you. And if it's happening for you, it means it's happening for me also. We wanted to talk about some topics. You said you had some questions.
No, I just want to ask about how your view on that concert. I mean, I'm kind of
the Kosi concert.
Yeah, I mean your view about everything, because my view on it was like it was a total success. But you, as this media person that have a different view and different angles, and you know, with all this angle, you know how to watch everything, you know, different and in a whole platform. What is your view on that concert?
So it's first of all, it's a success.
Yeah,
it's a success. And if I want to go by the way Kosi will look at it, he will say it's a 60% success because he's still leaving room for improvement.
Yeah,
which is possible. It was a 10,000 seat capacity, right?
Yeah.
So we can expand it to 20,000 to 30,000
to 40,000.
The goal is to lift the bar. Is to set a standard for the next generation.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
One of the things he wanted to do, which he said he was going to do, was I want to prove to our artists. You understand? Not proving as a challenge or a negative challenge. No, I just want to show them that it's possible for us to organize our own shows
together
and get 10,000 people come and watch us do what we can do.
Yeah.
Because before now, the mindset of the Cameroonian artists was, oh, it is only MTN that can do this. Or it is only when they bring Fali Ipupa that we should go and beg for sport to open or to do one song and them. Things like that.
Yeah.
So for him, he was like, no, I feel like we can do this. Especially if we decide to come together.
Yeah.
When he decided to do it, it was not about, okay, I must bring everyone. But he had that plan, like, okay, you know what, I'll do it. Anybody wants to come, fine, but we are going to make sure it's successful.
And that's a very
fortunately, everyone decided, you know what, we're going to jump on the project. And for me, it was I would say 60% successful because I want to leave that room for improvement.
Yeah,
it's very, very possible.
So I'm just going to say this is like, that was a very loud message he sent out there to those big companies that you tend to count on international or foreign artists to come in to advertise in the new products in whatsoever. Now they know that they have people around that can bring up, that can gather as much as those people they bring in Palais des Sports or bring to this place. You see, it didn't went to Palais des Sports because the containers of the Palais des Sports is about 6,000. So it went to a 10,000. And the place was packed. You understand? So this is a very loud message he's giving to this company, like you say, MTN or Orange. Yeah, now they know that we can, if you want to do something locally, we have artists, we have people with whom we can work now and get as much this gathering and get as more auditor, viewers and or spectator as possible. So
when the Fali people usually come, they go to what, Palais des Sports, right?
Yeah, which is 56,000. They even take him to some place like, I don't know, Club Guinness or something like that.
So 6,000 or
5,000.
Guess what? And this guy just filled up 10,000. And when you hear they say 10,000 capacity, that is what is on paper.
Yeah, man.
That is what on paper.
And we know that is
definitely
way more
15
than
to 20,000 persons.
Is.
See, when I had Kosi a few months ago, by the way, for those who watched the interview earlier today, it was a rebroadcast. When I had him a few months ago, the way this guy was speaking, in as much as it's something that I already knew, you understand? I know my people have the potential. I know our people have the potential. You understand? The only challenge we have is the fact that sometimes with that crap mentality of dragging people down. Okay, why must it be Kosi that is going to do this and this?
Yeah.
Why must it be Toridey, who is Nasako, to have a platform and I will come and sit there and people will be like, oh, you're working for Toridey or you're doing this with Toridey. Why don't you go and do it? It's not supposed to be like that. The mentality is supposed to be someone comes up with an idea or whatever, you find your way, you can support the idea, grow and succeed, and you just support.
Yeah. I mean, you see the panel of artists he got on stage, right? So that shows that now maybe some, maybe not all, but some understood that it's really important to come together and support one another's project. So it started with I think it was Marlox who tried to fill up the Palais des Sports, the Paposi, and he did. And then later on, I think we had Loco who did same.
Yeah, I think Tenor has done
Tenor. So now Kosi came and said, yeah, we did it separately. Let's just come together. Has he brought in Stanley Kameni, and those foreign artists from Cote d'Ivoire, from Benin, and he said, let's do something together, and it was bigger. So the point I'm trying to make is that, guys, whenever we come together, we always make something great and big.
And I support that also. We can fight, we can argue, we can do whatever we want to do.
We can burn,
but at the back of your mind, you have to be thinking positively. You have to have that mindset of, I'm not fighting my brother to destroy them. I'm fighting my brother because I want them to do the right thing, or I want to support them to do the right thing, or I want them to support me to do the right thing. And it should be a very healthy competition. It should be a very, very positive competition. It should be hey, every time we come together, there's this wonderful thing that can happen.
Yeah.
And that wonderful thing is not destructive. That wonderful thing is constructive. And that is the one thing, if there's anything any person should take from this Kosi project, is the fact that it's possible for us to unite even when we disagree.
Yeah.
Il a clashé Fadil le Sossi. Il a clashé when Salatek came out and was doing whatever.
Yeah.
People feel like there was a buzz with him and Stanley. That one we know it was a buzz.
No, now you know, but that thing with Stanley got me.
Well, I was so bitter.
Yeah, it got me. I'm like, what? What's going on?
Why was Stanley post this type of even Keno and like? But guess what? When it came for
it's a new way of communication now.
When it came for this project that was about our community and what we can do as a people.
Yeah, together.
Everybody left every whatever thing they had beside and jumped on the project.
And that was a very good thing. I'm telling you that Kosi and Stanley, they got me on that one. I was so sure those guys, they were beefing for real. And I found out that, a couple of weeks before this concert, they dropped a song together. I'm like, so you guys were playing it, and that was, I mean, this is a new rule of games. They told you it's a game.
Okay, let me bust your bubble. It's not new.
Yeah, it's not, but for them, I'm telling you about.
No. I have a reason why I want to say it's not new, because most people feel like, and I see people trying to, I see other artists actually trying to drag Kosi, like, oh, I mean, now before you drop a song, you need to create a buzz. Oh, I'm even seeing some artists posting, now my song is already finished, but I don't know who to drag online before I drop the song. Kind of like in a mean, in a provocative, in a derogatory way. But let me tell you something.
It's a good strategy. It's been working.
Let's even forget about a good strategy or whether it's working. Petit Pays, is the king of buzz.
Of all time.
You remember when he wanted to drop an album? He had himself naked, just covering whatever. People talked about that album even before it came out for decades, and that's how people are still listening. That's one of the biggest albums that's come out of Cameroon.
And he dropped two albums.
At the same time. Not just because of the content of the album, but because of the buzz that was created.
Yeah.
Another Petit Pays buzz. There was a time he wanted to drop a project. The rumor that came out was that Petit Pays, they are fool, he is crazy, only attaché à Kribi. Blah 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 blah.
All of you, my show.
All of you, my show. Knew blah blah blah. Guess what? He created that buzz and dropped the album, and that was how he was. You understand? I can go when he started with Nyokse, up to today. Go and ask Petit Pays, what does Nyokse mean? He's never going to give you the answer you're expecting.
Yeah, never.
But all of us we concluded that Nyokse means this is that. You understand? So he understood Petit Pays in the 80s, in the whatever. When Petit Pays left France and came back and he decided to create a group, what did he name the group?
Sang Visa.
Why did he name them Sang Visa?
We wanted to take them everywhere.
Not so. You know, when he came back from Europe, from France, they actually deported him because he didn't have a visa.
Oh, yeah.
So people were making fun of him. That tu étais là-bas Sang Visa and things like that. So he took advantage of the fact that they were making fun of him that he didn't have a visa
and turning it
into something.
You
understand?
Yeah,
what is his name? Petit Pays. What does Petit Pays mean?
Little country.
Do you know how for how long that has caused controversy? That was him telling the rest of them, all the other artists, that hey,
I control the game.
I control the game.
And
you see this country that you are in? I am actually the country. You understand?
No, the guy.
There was a time he came up with one song in the beginning of the video. Petit Pays is actually one of the very first Cameroonian artists that started using comedians in his songs. I remember the one, a camouflage. Ça veut signifier quoi? Ça entre ici. And it trend. You remember the song PD, even before we started thinking about whatever is happening. And he will wear a dress, he will wear all these things, and people will talk.
And that's how he built.
While you're talking, you're listening to his songs and everything. So I was just trying to say, I was saying this to clarify the air that some people feel like Kosi or blah blah. No, this is something that has existed for a long time. Even the Michael Jacksons, even the superstars that we had around the world have done it.
Yeah.
So long as it's not destructive. See what happened with him and Stanley Eno? They did everything. We talked and they came out. And I feel like that was the same thing he was trying to do. Even when he came out with the Vivian the song is like it. Because he actually after that was calling Malox. He was, and instead of Malox to pick up the phone and answer the brother and say, hey, bro, tu as appelé le son, le plus laid son, je n'aime pas ça, il faut aller dire que non, c'était pour le boss. You understand? Just imagine that after that they saw him
they dropped.
It would have been like, oh, he did not mean what he was saying. It was just a buzz. Mais Malox qui ne comprend pas, he refused to take the call, and it makes it more now like they have a problem. They don't have a problem.
They don't.
This guy just knows what to do at any certain particular time.
No, he understands the game.
Yep.
He understands the game. That's the point. Like you were talking about Petit Pays. Petit Pays for me is one of the most intelligent people in Cameroon.
Yeah.
And it's even underrated.
Yeah.
It's even underrated. The guy is so smart. He's even ahead of his time. He sees things 20 years before the others. So everything that those artists are doing today, they have a lot of means. I mean, a lot of material. You have now the social media that you can just say anything, they talk about it. But back in those days,
Yep.
Petit P didn't get this.
Yep.
So, but he knew
He
how
knew.
to make these birds touch the whole country,
And remember,
the whole Africa.
To go to CRTV, if you needed to know someone there or pay big money, and there was a time Petit P was banned from CRTV for like 10 or how many years.
Yeah.
So how would I make them talk about me, even when they don't want to talk about me? He came out with this boss, and by the way, talking about Petit P, he's going to be in California this month end for the AfriFamu Award, one of the biggest awards. It's not even an African award anymore. It's not even a Cameroonian award anymore. It's not even an African award anymore. It's an international award, though it's organized. And I think the CEO is one of our sisters, Tiana Bibi. Shout out to you, Grandson.
Yeah.
You know how much I love you, you know how much I respect you. If it's possible, I'll be in California month end, probably with my brother Innocent, so we can do our thing. Bro, we started something really wonderful. Sometimes I sit at 2-3 o'clock. I'm like, how did I not see this how many months ago?
How many years?
How many years ago? This guy has been around me with all this potential, and I was going to look for whatever, and nah. So I was just talking about PTP. PTP will be in California this month end for the AfriFamu Awards. Bro, I remember the last time we had PTP for an event. It was in Austin.
NVT.
For the TVT.
NVT.
No, TVT in Austin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For NVT, I did not attend the event, though I was there in Houston.
Yeah.
In Austin, they brought him for 1 hour 30 minutes. This guy was on stage. He was not singing. He just gave the microphone. We were the ones. More than 1,000 people in that hall. We were the ones singing his songs back to back. It was just pure fun. If you're in California, if you're somewhere around California, if you're somewhere around the United States, and you're looking to open your summer, you're looking to open this new season that we're getting into with fun, you want to attend a AfriFamu Awards this year. Like I said, it's going to happen. I don't know. I wish I had the flyer somewhere, but I'll post the flyer on Toridey Facebook page so you guys can go on there, check things out, and make sure you do the right thing.
Yeah.
Boss, we have 4 minutes.
We have 4 minutes left. So what we have to talk about these 4 minutes is just to make our people to understand that we are stronger together. So let's come together in a positive way. We have these new ways of marketing and communication. It might be a clash, it might be a burst, but let's use it positively to build ourselves and make ourselves grow. So I'm just taking an example of that concert that we had yesterday with Kosi and say, hey, congratulations, Kosi, you did a good job. Congratulations to all the artists and congratulations to this stardom world in Cameroon, especially, and in Africa as a whole.
Yeah, congratulations also to the artists, because sometimes it's not easy to be Salatiel, that huge, that big.
Yeah.
But then you decide to show up at the Kosi's concert.
Yep.
You understand? It's not easy to be Stanley Eno. You are that influential, you're that famous, you're that talented, you're that big. Yet you show up to a Kosi talent, and you see act Stanley Eno. You don't come there, you're acting like, oh, I'm a boss. No, you understand? It's not easy to be Asaba, that talented, that big, that huge, and you show up to a Kosi talent event. And even Génie Solo, you understand? If vous dites que non, je suis un vieux, ne me mélange pas avec les trucs comme ça. No, we want to see our legends. We want to see our older artists, the artists of the old. Remember, it is these guys who actually kept that bridge that links the older generation and this new generation, and we want to see them take part. So shout out to every artist who took part. At the Kosi's concert last night. It was wonderful. That just goes to show you guys, if you decide to be united, not united against some other person,
united
against media, or united against blog, or united against your fans. No, just united to create something beautiful. You guys are always going to produce something really, really beautiful. Thank you guys so much for today. Thank you guys for everything. Bro, that 4 minutes seems like it's just long and long and long. Depuis que j'ai dit que 4 minutes.
Non, ça va. En fait, je dis ça en français. Pour Génie Solo, ce qui m'impressionne, c'est qu'au milieu de tous ces grands noms, il est le petit nom, même s'il est le plus âgé. Mais que Kosi lui ait donné cette chance sur cette plateforme, pour moi, c'est quelque chose qu'on doit apprécier, on doit encourager. Donc, Kosi, l'autre si je te dis ça en français. Félicitations pour le fait d'avoir mis Génie Solo sur cette scène. Félicitations pour le succès de ton conseil. Il n'y a pas eu d'incident sécuritaire. L'organisation était à point. Les invités étaient bien traités. Les gars, les spectateurs se sont amusés et le show était assuré. Félicitations à toi.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you for everything. And again, congratulations, Kosi. You did what you told me you were going to do. You did exactly what you think we should be doing as an industry to grow. You did exactly what you said you were going to do, which is lead by action, not by words. Bringing your brothers together, bringing your sisters together, bringing the super talented together. Stanley Eno sharing a stage with Ava, Stanley Salatiel sharing a stage with AJ Bad Boy, Blanche Bailey sharing a stage with Jenny Solo about. That is the mentality, that's the mindset we need to have as a community to grow. Let's continue in that spirit. And thank you guys. In less than 2 or 3 minutes, we are doing something different. It's going to be in French. If you're looking to learn about the history of Cameroon, because that's one other thing I've noticed our community is so ignorant about. We don't know anything about our community. We have decided, especially with my brother, to start bringing people who will talk about the history of Cameroon, who talk about our people, whether it's the Bakweri, whether it's the Bamileke. We need to understand us, and not only understand us, but we need to transfer knowledge about us to our kids. But then we need to have authentic information. If you are interested in that, something of that nature, just make sure you stay on Toridey. And in 2-3 minutes, we're going to start another live show that is hosted by my brother, Innocent. And he's going to be talking to somebody wonderful. But trust me, the information is going to be a big blessing to not just you, but to our community. Thank you guys, and see you guys on the next one.